everybody, it's Patsy here, and I'm going to be doing the general energy reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the coming year 2018. So I've kind of created my own spread using cards from all the decks that I've used throughout the months that I've been doing these readings on YouTube and Facebook. I also decided to use significator cards to symbolize each of the signs. And in order to do that, I decided to use the Inner Child Tarot, okay? Inner Child cards, a fairy tale tarot by Isha Lerner and Mark Lerner, okay? So this tarot is based on fairy tales and childhood stories, all right? And they've assigned different energies to different zodiac signs and different planets. And so I went through and found which of those energies were assigned to which characters for Pisces, and this is what I got. So I took notes, so I'm going to be reading some of the notes I took, and some things I'm just going to flow intuitively, and let's see how this goes, okay? So the card that represents Pisces is the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, okay? That's number 12. Jack and the Beanstalk. Now, in the regular tarot, Pisces is represented by the Hanged Man. Pisces planet is Neptune, right? Neptune is 18. And 1 and 8 is 9. So that is divine. That is the Eagle. That is our ancestors. So there's a protection by the ancestors there for you, Pisces. So, story of Jack and the Beanstalk. All right, so Jack is caring for his widowed mother, and she's ill. And so this is about unfulfilled earthly abundance, all right, poverty, a poverty mindset. All right, so he takes their cow, their only cow that they love so much, to the market to get some money so that they can, survive. Instead, he is talked into trading his cow for some beans. Now, when he gets back home with these beans, his mother is just out of her last wit. She's had enough of this entire situation and him and all that's going on around her, and she just starts crying, and she tosses the beans out of the window, and she sees them as worthless. Well, the next morning, Jack wakes up and he discovers that those beans that his mother threw out the window have grown into a giant beanstalk, reaching all the way up into the heavens, past the clouds. All right, so Jack decides that he is going to climb the beanstalk. And he ends up doing this several times. And he encounters a giant and his wife that live in a big castle, and they have a harp that plays music by itself, and it has a hen that lays golden eggs, right? And lots of money, all kinds of stuff. So Jack sneaks up and down this beanstalk a few times, bringing back goodies and just going back and forth with the giant's wife and whatever. Okay, now, the giant, at the end of the story, towards the end of the story, the giant chases Jack out of his castle and back down the beanstalk. And Jack gets down the beanstalk first, and he gets a hatchet, and he chops down the beanstalk, killing the giant. Okay, so there is some versions of the story that say that the giant actually had stolen the riches that Jack and his mother and his father had, and the giant killed Jack's father. So that's how they ended up in the poverty in the first place. So I guess that justifies the revenge that Jack was able to get. So let's see. So the giant falls to his death, and Jack's daring and ingenuity is bringing prosperity now to his family. Okay? All right, so So this is a message about using your talents and your intelligence and your skills to bring honor and prosperity to your family, Pisces. This talks about discovering new levels of consciousness in order to reverse your fortune. Okay, so if things haven't been going right for you and you feel like you're in poverty or impoverished, first of all, you need to change that thinking. And second of all, you need to discover another level of consciousness to reverse that. You need to be daring. And you need to take calculated risks. Surrender your repressed hurts. Express your frustration through your tears. Examine your fears and then toss them away. Just as Jack's mother tossed the beans into the garden. Bury those things that are dead or are in the past. Let the past be the past. Heal family issues. Bury the hatchet. The beanstalk symbolizes the linkage between earth and heaven. All right? It also symbolizes the cross that we all have to bear, which are our fears and our phobias. Hate and greed and anger. All the monsters that lurk in our dark crevices of our psyche. You will have a fresh perspective in this coming year, and you need to meditate and pray. Ask for clarity. You can change your world through positive thinking and spiritual enlightenment. You may be experiencing problems with your back or your spinal cord this year. Try to correct your posture. All right, don't be slouching. If you catch yourself slouching, try to sit up straight. Okay, you need to align your spine, and you need to be careful with your back. So be careful on the way you lift things or push things or pull things, and try to remember to sit up straight. Don't slouch. Okay. This is also about turning over a new leaf, surrendering your spiritual destiny. You might even look into becoming a vegetarian. Okay? Now, Cinderella, which represents the planet Neptune, talks about you may have to heal issues that you have with your mother, a mother figure, or older sisters. This may call for some humility on your part, but this will be the stepping stone to a new abundant future. All right. Cinderella also represents the moon, which means that there are secrets that you're holding that you must release. Those secrets must be revealed in order to get this healing in your family and to take all of these burdens off of you so that you can turn over a new leaf and go towards a more prosperous future, Pisces. Okay? Now, as I said, each of the decks that I used, I was able to get cards for you, as I did for all of the other signs. So, the Romance Angel Oracle deck, the card that was drawn for you is Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay? This says to me that you're going to be attracting a whole lot of attention next year. That you are going to, if you're single, you're going to be dating, going out on dates with a lot of people. You're going to get noticed. You're going to enjoy this. But you're going to be noticed. You're going to maybe be dating a lot. If you're in a committed relationship, maybe you and your partner are going to be more attracted to each other. You're going to do things to beautify your environment, bring flowers and plants into your home, artwork into your home. You may be even an artistic person. Maybe you might be doing some drawings and some artwork. Bring those into your home. But you are going to attract a lot of attention, and you're going to feel yourself attracted to people that you come in contact with this year. So let me see what the Romance Angel Oracle Guidebook says about the attraction card. Okay. Like a good friend, the Romance Angel sends you this card to tell you the truth. The best way to have more romance in your life is through attraction rather than through strenuous effort. You are most attractive when you're fully enjoying yourself in the present. Your joyful laughter, your self-expression, and your body language are beautiful. That's what I said about sitting up straight, being, don't slouch. People are watching. In contrast, any stress you experience as you strain to find romance pushes against the stream of life. Okay, so that would be going against the flow. And Pisces is water sign, and we don't want to go against the flow, right? Strain comes from a place of fear or underlying worry. Maybe I won't receive this. Maybe I won't receive that. That fear then attracts the very thing that you're worried about. Stress creates wrinkles, bodily tension, a constricted voice, and other unattractive characteristics. So, go smell a rose and fully enjoy its fragrant beauty. Allow yourself simple pleasures that lead to great joy. Affirm frequently that you are loved and lovable. Visualize a romantic relationship with a great partner. Take excellent care of yourself. And allow yourself to follow your inner guidance. Via the law of attraction, you will draw romantic love to you through your own attractive nature. So, beautify yourself, straighten yourself up, put your clothes in the cleaners, get yourself fresh, get things together, and go out into the world exhibiting the most attractive and confident you that you can. Okay, and you can do that. You're an attractive person. All Pisces are attractive, very beautiful people. So bring that to everything that you do. Embody that beauty. Embody that attractiveness. And you will attract people and opportunities to you. The next cards came from the Tarot of the Orisha and the regular Rider-Waite deck. So the card that you got from the Tarot of the Orisha was the element of air, and it was in the reverse. Okay, so this talks about that you may have cut off some contact with someone or a group of people. You may have stopped speaking to someone, a Libra or a Gemini or an Aquarius, someone who's an air sign or has air in their chart. So you may not be speaking to them, or you may have cut off communication with those people, or with any people. It could be anybody, but you've cut off communications. You may have cut off communications with your parents, your mother, your sisters and brothers. Okay, so that's something that you need to be addressed. That needs to be addressed. You need to turn that around for the coming year. Okay, this is talking about your need to be quiet and thoughtful when you consider different options, because the other card that you got was the Seven of Cups. So you got Seven of Cups with the element of air reversed. All right, so I think that this means that you're going to have a lot of options, a lot of opportunities. You may be dating a lot, okay? And what this saying is to not talk as much until you have all the information, and to make thoughtful choices, because you're going to have a whole bunch of choices of what avenues to take. All right? Be careful this year. Don't get involved in any pyramid games, schemes, get rich quick schemes, all of that. Be careful of being involved in those type of opportunities. Okay? Again, disassociation within your family, and you need to heal that. All right? That could also be talking about your talents of communication. So you may be a poet or a writer. If you are interested in music, you may be you may write lyrics to songs. You could also be writing speeches for yourself or someone else. So this is about different kinds of communications, but not so much on the telephone and the internet, but more writing and art and music. Okay. All right. So I told you about staying away from get-rich-quick schemes and avoid pyramid marketing schemes. Okay. So now, moving ahead. The next card that we got was from the Conscious Spirit Oracle deck. Okay, Conscious Spirit Oracle deck by Kim Dwyer. And in case I didn't say, the Tarot, the Orisha, these cards are from Durkheim and Zerloff. And the Romance Angel Oracle cards are from Doreen Virtue. All right, so Conscious Spirit Oracle deck. And the card that you got was the Moon Goddess. Okay, and we talked about the moon being another aspect of the Cinderella story. I am in harmonious flow with the moon's energy and all phases of life. All right, so I think this is saying that you are going to be going through a change in the coming year, 2018. Things are going to change for you, a change of perspective maybe. All right, again, secrets and mysteries. There's some secrets that are going to need to be revealed from you and to you. All right, so I'm going to look this up. The number 41, Moon Goddess. 4 and 1 is 5. That number is Oshun. Oshun is love. Okay, so again, you will be attracting love interest in this coming year. Moon Goddess. I am in harmonious flow with the moon's energy and all phases of life. The Moon Goddess symbolizes the connection between the moon and the earth. She reminds us that we need to connect to and live in harmony with the moon's phases as they affect our bodies and our minds, the oceans, the plants, and animals. By connecting to and living in harmony with these cycles, we can better understand ourselves and all life on this planet. Each cycle has its own benefits and strengths that you can use to gain knowledge and wisdom. Only by learning to live with those natural lunar cycles will your journey through life become smoother and more enjoyable. Take notice of how the varying phases of the moon affect your body and your mood, and learn to plan your life according to them. Do not resist them. Understand that there are phases that you must go through. All right. Accept these cycles. Once you accept these cycles, you can use each to your own benefit. Learning when you will be at your peak performance or when it is best to rest or move into a more passive stage of your life. Okay? So, you need to pay attention to the cycles of the moon and how they affect you. Okay? You can get an almanac online. You may be able to buy one. Almanac goes through all the phases of the moon. It's good for planting and that kind of stuff. And I did tell you about vegetarianism, so maybe this is something that could work into that, because it will tell you the good times to plant and when to harvest certain vegetables and fruits. Okay, so I would recommend that you get an almanac, pay attention to the phases of the moon, and see how they affect you. Okay, you can keep a little journal of this, all right, and or mark it down on your calendar. All right, almanacs or calendars, so you can get a calendar for 2018 and just make sure that it has moon phases on it. A lot of them do. You just have to look for it. Okay, and pay attention to that, because there's going to be a lot of changes going on, but you have to be at your optimum, at your peak, in order to be able to benefit from it in the right way. All right, so sometimes when the moon has us acting a little nuts, then we might know that this might not be a good time to sign anything or to go somewhere and make a presentation, or maybe, you can, take a little time for yourself instead of being out in public, but pay attention to the moon, because you're deeply associated with the moon, Pisces, and you already know that. So since you know it, let's start to pay attention to it and see how it affects us as we grow and as we get older. This is also about being open to different types of religious teachings, deeper spirituality, okay, but focusing on healing relationships that you have in the past have wandered off the bad edge, right? So again, you need to bury the hatchet with certain people, be humble, and reach out to your mother and to female relatives, older sisters or sisters in your family. Heal those relationships. If there is anything that's not right about those relationships, reach out to heal them. Okay. All right. So the next card that came out for you was from the Life Purpose Oracle, which is also by Doreen Virtue. All right. This talks about different vocations that you may need to participate in, or just advice onto what to do where your career is concerned, right? So the card that you got, Pisces, was let go. Walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. Okay, so maybe you're not happy at your job and it's telling you that you may need to let go. Okay, so maybe the job that you're at, it could be something to do with your personal life, but this is about your career. If you're working hard at something and you just can't seem to get it, maybe that's not the course of study that you should be going on. If you're in college or grad school or something like that, maybe that's not the subject that you should be in. All right, the discipline that you should be following. That's what I meant to say. Okay. And again, at your job, if you're getting a lot of resistance, you don't feel appreciated, if you're really miserable, then there might be time to let go. All right? Or maybe you need to let go of some of the control issues that you may be experiencing, you may be having, in order to be able to make your workplace more acceptable to you. But let's see what the book says. All right? You have been struggling with a situation, unsure which direction to take. The struggle is causing an energy blockage that is slowing your desired outcome. This card counsels you to let go as a way of bringing about a peaceful resolution. First, you must let go emotionally. After all, you're overwhelmed by indecision and the stress of the situation. Wouldn't it feel good to detach and be at peace, especially if you're reassured that by doing so, you bring about more of a favorable outcome? Ask the angels for help in detaching by saying, Guardian angels and archangels, thank you for helping me enjoy a tranquil mind and body. Now I choose to let go and detach from this situation. I know that God's infinite wisdom is completely in charge of it and everyone involved. I trust that everything is being worked out for my highest and best good. And so it is. Amen. Ashe. All right. So ask your angels for help if you need to detach from any situation, be it work, be it a romantic situation, be it church, your school, a group of friends. Okay. Ask the angels to help you to detach from the situation in a way that will not be disruptive and be for the good of all the people who are involved. That's the way that you should be doing it. So look at that, and if this resonates with you, that might be something that you might want to consider for the coming year, 2018, Pisces. All right, so the next card we got came from the Native Spirit Oracle deck, and this is by Denise Lynn. And these cards are based on Native American energies, indigenous energies, okay? So the card that you got, Pisces, Spirit of Water. That's what Pisces is, Spirit of Water. Cancer is a crab, Scorpio is a scorpion. Pisces is a fish. A fish is peace, right? Fish is the divine, right? Fish is mentioned several times in the scriptures, okay? So, Spirit of the Water represents Pisces. Pisces the fish stays in the water. They may jump out, but they go back in. Scorpios and crabs, they go onto the surface, all right? But Pisces stay Pisces. Pisces stay in the water. Ashe. And that came out for you. All right. Trust your intuition. Know that you're on the right path. Take time to nurture yourself. Allow your inner child free reign. Believe in your dreams. Don't stifle your emotions. Trust the messages that are being given to you. Purify and cleanse yourself and your home. A healing is on its way. Emotional healing energy is expanding within you. The native spirit wants you to know the Spirit of the Water invites an emotional richness into your life. Communicate from your heart. Embrace your childlike wonder. This card also represents purification, cleansing, and healing. It reminds you to clean your personal space and your body. It also urges you to accept and embrace your emotions, all of them, even the ones that you don't usually like. We talked about the fears, the monsters in the room, right? Fears and your phobias. Additionally, trust your hunches. Push off from the shore of safety and enter the flow of life. All is well. Be aware of water in your life. Humidity, mists, clouds, rain, water in food, fruits and vegetables, and so forth. The oceans, the rivers, the bath, and the shower. Drink extra water. Energize it by placing your hand over each glass and sending love into the water. Evaluate your relationships. Notice how each encounter affects your subtle emotions. So think about the relationships in life and what emotions do they bring out. So you can write that down as you do it, like journal it and write, mother makes me feel this way. Father makes me feel this way. Brother A, brother B, sister A, aunts, uncles, whoever. Your relationships, the guys, people you work with, your boss. See what emotions they bring out in you, okay? Take some time daily to relax, especially near water. Cleanse and purify yourself and your living space using water. Imagine how it would feel to be a still pool, a mountain stream, a mist, a great sea, or a summer shower. Notice any emotions or feelings that emerge as you do this, and then watch your dreams. Okay, so it's encouraging you to spend a lot of time in water, with water, and cleanse yourself a lot. Take lots of baths, spiritual baths. Go to the ocean if there's one near you, and pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the reactions and the emotions that people around you bring out in you, and those that bring the negative emotions, then those are the things that you need to look into, and those why, to find out why. Also, the ones with the positive emotions. Why does that person bring out these positive emotions in you? Okay, and is there something that you can learn from that even? All right, excellent. So the next cards that we're going to consult will be the Until Today cards by Iyanla Vanzant. All right, and we're going to see if she has any additional confirmations or some affirmations or something to share with Pisces. I guess so, for the year 2018. Let me tell you, when I was shuffling the Native Spirit cards, the exact same thing happened. That card, the first shuffle, boom, that jumped out, and that was your card. So these messages are meant for you to have. Let's see what Iyanla says. People can see things about me that I cannot or choose not to see about myself. Until today, you may have been unaware or reluctant to acknowledge that there are things about you that could stand a little attention. Just for today, allow yourself to be aware of your weaknesses when they're being pointed out, regardless of the source. That may, again, go with healing family communication issues. All right, maybe you felt offended by something that was said to you, or criticism or an observation that was made. Okay, so you're going to have to put on your big boy pants, your big girl pants, and try to come to some kind of resolution. At least open the communication up again so that you can heal these family issues, because that may be what's causing you not to obtain the prosperity or the peace in your life that you're seeking. Okay? People can see things about me that I cannot or choose not to see about myself. Very good. Very good. Okay, Pisces. Now, the last card that we consulted would be the Postcards from the Spirit. And this is by Colette Baron Reed. And these are postcards from Spirit, separate messages. And the way this works is you could be asking a question about a situation from any ancestor, any one of your Agons, anyone who's passed on that's in your family. And they will respond through these postcards in the collective. In other words, if you are trying to reach your father, you're going to get a message back from everybody, all of your ancestors. I guess they consult one another and they come out with something to say to you about the situation. It's just like a group thing. So you'll be addressed as you, but they will be responding in the we or the our or the us. All right, so it's a group response. Doesn't mean that your father's not responding. He's part of the group. He's taken this question back, they've conferred, and this is what they decided, the message that they decided that you were going to get today. So each one of these is separate cards, and they are shaped like postcards, and they have writing on the back. And on the front, they have a little stamp in the corner, 2 cents from heaven. So this is the card that you got today. And it says, on the front, it says, with love. All right, it's very light, ethereal artwork on the front of these cards. All right, very, very pretty. Let me see if you can see. There's 2 cherubs, or 1 cherub there, and some clouds. Could be a dove, but it says with love. All right, so I'll read it to you. This is the message on the back. Dear you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you. You're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion. And although your feelings tell you that the abandonment is real, well, we love you, and we who love you know better. You're never alone. And even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected so that better things can replace what wouldn't have worked out in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you, we love you, and you are a unique spark of the divine and always connected to the light and to source. You are always in our care. Trust and keep the faith. Love you always and forever. Okay, Pisces, so you have not been abandoned by your family, even though they may not be speaking to you and you may not be speaking to them. They have not abandoned you. Okay, but there are some issues that you may need to address with your family in order for you to be able to move on in the coming year. All right, so Spirit wants you to know that you are important and you are loved and that you haven't been abandoned. Okay, and they have given you some clues today on how to move forward in the new year. Okay, so those people that you've cut off speaking to, all right, negative air element in the reverse, maybe you need to address that. Okay, and it could be several people that you've stopped speaking to over the year, all right, or over the past years, and you may need to go back and examine those relationships and see who needs to remain cut off and who you need to heal, but especially issues with your mother and sisters. Okay, you need to learn how to go with the flow. Okay, accept the changes. All right, accept the spirituality and respect everyone's spiritual path. All right, you have to let go, right? And that might mean letting go of control. Also, control issues, all right? Let go. Let people live their lives without you being judgmental, okay? And getting close to the ocean, to the sea, to the water, making yourself spiritual baths, and drink a lot of water. Keep your system hydrated. Okay, it's very important. Again, try to make sure that you sit up straight, you stand up straight. Be conscious of the way your spine is aligned. All right, that's a lot of it. All right, but you have to know that there are people around you. Sometimes they can see things about you, flaws in you that you can't see in yourself or that you choose not to acknowledge or see. All right, but there's abundance and you are going to be attracting a lot of attention because you're beautiful. All right, and when you're standing up straight and you're holding up your head and you have a smile on your face, all right, because you don't have anything shadowing you, you're not mad at everybody and everybody's not mad at you, you're going to attract more and more positivity and prosperity into your life and into the life of your family. All right, family's counting on you to do it right this year. Okay, Pisces, and I know that you can. So I hope that you enjoyed this. This is your general energies for 2018 for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus. If you'd like to have a personal reading, you can send me an email at pbtarot7@gmail.com. Private readings are $25 US. Please like, share, subscribe to this channel. I'll be doing some unboxings during December because I have some new decks that I'd like to open up, and I'm itching to do it. So please, if you subscribe to the channel and hit notifications, then you'll get notified when I'm up. You can follow me on Facebook. Our stories continue on Facebook. You could put in pbtarot7@gmail.com in the search, and it'll take you to my page, and you can follow me on Facebook. Make comments, please share. Really enjoy hearing from you. You can send me an email or a text and make a comment. I usually respond right away as soon as I see them. Okay, if you want a reading can be anywhere from 5 to 7 days, but sometimes it's sooner than that. depending on how many things I have to do and get done. So anyway, Pisces, this is your reading. I will see you later on this month for Love Bite, okay? And in 2018, we will continue, and you all enjoy your holidays, your Merry Christmas and Kwanzaa and New Year's, all right? And stay in touch, and I hope that everybody enjoys their holidays. Stay safe, no drinking and driving, okay? And sit up straight, Pisces, and hold your head up, all right? And I'll be seeing you in January. So, Alafia, Ashe, Amen, and peace.